And welcome back to my channel, everybody. I am back home and trying to get settled in and get things done. And I realize it's Wednesday and it's time for another video on my channel. And I didn't really have anything to talk about, so I figured I would do something a little different that I haven't done on the channel that you guys see me do elsewhere. So I figured I would do this because it was a pretty big issue. But I'm gonna actually do a comic review of Batman issue number 21. Which came out today, and Chris is going to cover it over on Comic Frontline. So here I am, and I got my Batman shirt on and everything. It's a pretty big issue because it involves the comedian's Button from Watchmen, and it's this whole crossover between Batman and the Flash, and something big happens in this issue. So I figured I would talk about it. So this issue is written by Tom King, with art by Jason Fabok, who I'm a big fan of his art. His line work is fantastic. We'll get into that. Colors by Brad Anderson, and letters by Darren Bennett, and cover by Fabok and Anderson as well. Several variant covers to this issue. Won't go through that, but anyway, so this issue is the first issue of this crossover. It's called The Button Part 1, and it opens up with oh, I cannot think of her name, but she's in Arkham Asylum. It appears, and they're all watching the hockey game, and she's freaking out. Uh, and I wasn't clear if that was Gotham Girl, or if it was one of the Legion. It was one of the two. I'm guessing it's Gotham Girl, but I could be completely wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Anyway, it's just a quick scene with her, and then it shifts to Batman watching the game as well, and he's watching these two hockey players fight like crazy, and one of them's beating the crap out of the other. And he turns it off, and all the while he's flipping the comedian's Button. And if you read last week's issue of Flash, you know that towards the end, Reverse Flash showed up, and he headed off, and it said to be continued in Batman number 21. So this is no spoiler when I say that the Reverse Flash shows up. And then we cut to this classic 9-panel grid setup for the remainder of the issue, for most of the issue, after this big massive double page spread punch that Reverse Flash when he punches Batman. And first of all, I gotta say, the art throughout this book was fantastic. You know, I remember Jason Fabok drew, was it Justice League he drew for a while during the New 52? I don't remember, but I know that I really liked his art before, or maybe it was one of the Batman Eternal books. I remember Batman and Robin Eternal. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I know he drew something for a while, and I really liked his style, and it's super detailed. You know, it's nice line work, beautiful layouts. You know, and this 9-panel grid layout throughout this book, it had that classic feel. At the same time, it was very telling, because a lot of the panels were just silent, and it was just this fight between Reverse Flash and Batman, trying to best each other, and most of it was Reverse Flash kicking Batman's butt. And I love it. And he's talking a little bit, and he finds the letter that Thomas Wayne had sent Batman. Before we get to all that, Batman, when he puts the button down, it has this reaction with Psycho Pirate's mask, and you know, the Speed Force, the lightning goes, you know, sparks, and Thomas Wayne shows up for a second, then Reverse Flash, and then there's this whole fight. And towards the end, and you know, spoiler alert here for sure, towards the end, Reverse Flash picks up the button, and something happens to him. And I won't full on spoil it because it just came out today. Something happens, and it's something very drastic. And Reverse Flash is left much worse for the wear. And all this time, right before their fight, Batman had called Flash, and he's like, I need you to come to the Batcave. And he's like, give me 1 minute. So throughout this 9-panel grid, you see the countdown. And of course, Barry's late. Barry's always late. And he shows up to find both Batman and Reverse Flash out. And well, Reverse Flash a lot worse than Batman, but Batman is beat to a bloody pulp. And you know, we find out something bad happened to the hockey player too. So things are going crazy. This was a really, really good issue. I love the pacing throughout this. Like I said, this 9-panel grid where you get a punch and a kick and all this stuff going out through it, and it's very dramatic because Batman, like I said, he's getting his butt handed to him, and it's just, it was a beautiful, um, it was a beautiful way to illustrate this because it was, you know, with the silent panels, it added to the tension, it added to the intensity, and it was just a fantastic issue and a great kickoff to this because we know this button has something to do with this whole Watchmen mystery that's going on throughout, you know, the DC universe right now throughout Rebirth. He found it in the cave, and it was, you know, put there by the Speed Force, and now we're finally getting the investigation of the button. But something very drastic happens before that, and I thought it was a fantastic kickoff. I can't wait to see this story play out. It's enticed me to really, you know, get back into Flash, which I dropped, and I think Batman for me, the series Batman for me has, you know, kind of become a little stale. I didn't enjoy the Bane storyline that was going on through it before this, so I'm very excited about this, and now I'm going to be going back and forth between these two books, and I don't know, this one got me really excited. So you know, if I had to rate it, I'm going to rate this one, you know, 4.5 stars. I thought it was a really solid book. So, you know, the only thing is, if you are coming into this cold, you're a new reader, you might be a little bit lost to what's going on. So there goes your half point. Artistically, I think it was fantastic. I'd give it a 5 artistically. But yeah, with that, you know, that's my only nitpick, is that it's not new reader friendly because it's picking up threads of a couple of different stories here. But still, fantastic story. Love this, and I can't wait for more. So there you go. That's my review for Batman number 21. If you guys would like to see me do more comic reviews on this channel, let me know. I don't do them that often, just, you know, time-wise. Even on Comic Frontline, I don't do that many reviews. But if you guys would like to see more reviews or some kind of recap or something, let me know. But hey, at least you got content this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Brant Fowler, and you can find me on lastnumberpress.com, zone4podcast.com, comicfrontline.com, and youtube.com/whatthecard. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. Read Batman 21, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Be good.